Hello everyone, I hope you've all been well. For anyone who's new, my name is Olivia, and in today's video I will be revealing and wrapping the Rapunzel membership Scarf of the Month for December 2024. I'm excited. This one is the final scarf for this year, and I'm really looking forward to next year's selections. I'm going to say the membership discounted scarf for December is the Hope scarf. I do not currently have one. It's on my list of scarves to pick up, but it comes in several different colors and is available on site. Today I'm going to be adding an additional scarf to my look at the end for my bonus look. I sometimes do that, but not always. But today I figured I would add in a beautiful tough 2-in-1. I wanted something, since the scarf is pretty heavy for this month, I wanted something that wouldn't be also super heavy to add to it, but coordinates well. All right, enough of that. I'm going to get right on into revealing. I'm going to start with the accessory, and this accessory is really beautiful. It is a brooch, and it has this opalescence. It's a very, very shimmery, kind of shiny, changeable color brooch. Let's see if I can adjust the lighting to get, nope, maybe this one. Let me see if I can adjust the lighting just a little bit to get you some shimmer. There you go. You can see the different ways the light plays to show different colors. The base of the metal is gold toned, and the back has a really easy peasy clip. The pin is super easy to open and close, so it won't be fighting you as much as some pins. So it's in the shape of a pretty flower. I really, really like this one. It's darling, and I think it will go with a lot of the scarves in the collection. All right, the scarf of the month is, let me set that down. The scarf of the month is a tapestry scarf. It is so beautiful. It has olive and a bit of berry, some gold, lots of metallic gold, a little bit of orange. It's like fire. It's so beautiful. I am super excited to be wrapping with this one. The patterns in there are, it's got several different patterns. So you have the edge pattern, which has the flowers. So again, playing on the flower from the brooch, and then a little tiny bit of like a basket weave on the outside. Then this all over swirly flowery pattern, which is also crossed over by strips or stripes of different colored stripes. I'm going to say it that way, going throughout. So it's almost like a rainbow scarf, but not quite. And you can see at the other side has more of the flowers. The end has some really beautiful design as well. And then, of course, the fringes. And they're alternating in colors, just like these stripes, these subtle stripes of color in the scarf itself. I'm just fascinated by the way it changes depending on which way you hold the scarf. All right, now I'm going to do a fun look, and I am wearing an ultimate shaper in black. I don't wear this one often, but it's a really, really fun shaper to wear. All right, I'm going to put it on even Steven. And this is a pretty heavy scarf, so I don't want to put any knots in the back. Bringing it up onto my forehead a little bit. It will fall back slightly. Bringing up because I want it to fit my head a little bit better. Yeah, okay, that's better. Crisscross in the back. Now, I do not want this so far up on my forehead, so I'm going to just pull it back a little bit, like so. Smooth that lump out there. All right. Now, for these sides, I think what I'm going to do for the first one is I am going to bring it up the way it is at an angle. And just let pleats form if they want to. Tuck that tag in. And if they don't, they don't. Just kind of let it go. I don't want it all bunched up, but I think just something super simple. Okay. And for this side, I want to open up the scarf and bring it over at an angle towards the back and make a beautiful veil. I'm going to bring this down in the back and I'm just going to tuck it in. You can see back here. I'm going to tuck it in. Neaten up a little bit because it's a little bunchy here. A little further back. And then add in the brooch. Now I'm going to be putting the brooch on this side. And I like to put them diagonal from the arch, the corner, diagonal from here up. I think it brings the eye up on the wrap and it lengthens your face just a little bit. So bring this around and a beautiful veil with this wrap. I'll spin around and show you the back. Oh, oops. Oh my goodness. Let me show you the back and then flip it backwards so you can see the veil cascade down a little bit. This side over here. Okay, now I'm going to take it off and I'm going to do one more wrap and then do a bonus fun wrap. Okay. Now, this time I am going to use the shorter end across the front. I really like to do that. I am not going to be showing the fringes, even though I think that's really cute from time to time. I'm not going to be showing them, but I'm going to be getting it to lay properly, bringing this around the back, and I'm going to crisscross in the back here and lean forward and grab a set of magnets. You can use a pin, but I'm just got magnets handy. I would go with a safety pin or a long pin with the balls on it so you can find it, like a quilting pin. But this is the way I'm going to have it down the back. I am going to bring over the tail. It doesn't matter which side you do it, bring it over on. I just chose my left side. I'm folding this in just to make it neat. I'm going to be bringing this over. So putting my hand here just to keep it neat and to reserve the channel. So I can mark where the channel is. So bringing it over the back. And then I am going to take the tail through the front. So from the back towards the front, like so. So I have a nice long tail. This is a possibility if you like a very long tail. If you don't, you can continue and bring back. I am really into veils lately, so I think I even like this veil better than the last one. Okay. Just bringing this over. It's okay if I cover up this part. This wasn't really what I wanted to highlight. Okay. And I'm not going to tuck this in. I'm going to allow it to cascade down. I'm going to use my pin to hold this in place. And I'm just going to put it up here. Use this to hold it in place. Now, if you wanted to have all the details on one side, so there we go. If you wanted to have the brooch on the opposite side, that would be great too. I just like the way this is looking. So I have a bit of detail on both sides. I'm going to smooth this out. And I think it's darling. I really like the way this looks. I'm going to scooch back just a little bit so you can see the back. And it just lays really nicely. Okay. All right, now I'm going to take this off and do a bonus wrap, something super fun, and I'll show you the scarf that I'm adding in. And I think you're going to be surprised at the color choice, but I think it's going to work. I haven't tried it, so forgive me, I haven't done that yet, but I think it's different, but pretty. And the style I'm going to be doing is an artsy side swoop. It is one of my favorites to do. You're combining scarves, you don't want to have too much weight on your head. It can give headaches, it can be too hot, it just can be uncomfortable. So when combining, I like to combine a lighter scarf with a heavy scarf. That's not to say that I haven't done the two heavy scarves together, but those are very limited time scarves or limited time wraps. It's kind of like those shoes you have that are, they're for just 2 hours. And then you have the shoes that you wear for an all day. All right, I'm going to put the scarf on my head, even Steven, all the way up to the front. Just crisscross applesauce in the back. 2 tails, just like so. All right. Then I'm going to be taking my friend here, and I'm going to be putting it on at an angle, one side slightly shorter than the other, so offset a little bit. I'm pre-folding it to fit my head. So I'm going to do that in my lap just to make it easier on me. And then I will put it on. All right. I cheat and leave the center creases in all the scarves, so I know exactly where center is without having to figure it out on my own. All right, I'm placing it on my head at an angle. You don't have to use angles. I just like angles. I think they're pretty. Crisscross underneath of this one tail. And there you go. I'm going to bring this back. All right, this piece I'm going to bring up. I'm going to bring it up and over and just tuck it away. It's going to be hidden just like the tail, other tail on this side. So I'm just going to be bringing this up after folding it into thirds and tucking it away. Now I will bring it up at an angle just for funsies because, again, angles are cool. Okay, tucking it in, tucking it in. All right, now I'm going to bring up the second blue tail to cover these fringes and to lock everything in place. And the artsy side swoop is a big cascade down the side of pleats in this. All right. Bring this up, bring it over, around the back, and I'm gonna tuck it in. Okay, there we go. Okay, now making the pleats. You could show the outside or the reverse side. I'm going to go with the outside because it's just a bit easier for me right now. And since I've got this video at 15 minutes, I think you might want me to finish it up soon. Okay, got 3. And here is, oopsie doodles, 4. All right, then we get 5. Okay. Don't be surprised if you lose the 5th one because it happens sometimes. All right, I'm going to place my hand here. I'm flipping forward. I'm bringing up. And this one is actually really long. So I typically tuck up here, but with this one, let's find that. I'm just going to tuck and use my fingers to tuck in down the side. See if I can't get all of these fringes tucked in. If not, it's just going to have to be a little bit messy. And that's okay. Fringes are okay. All right, so let's adjust. Take this. This lump here is not something I want. So I'm going to neaten up a little bit by opening and folding in. And then I'm going to flip it just a little bit to give me that swoop. I prefer to do the artsy side swoop with really crisp pashminas. I think the pleats are just really beautiful. A lighter weight scarf definitely wouldn't lay the same as one of these pashminas. Okay. And then I can tuck under and fuss with it just to get it the way I want. Okay. All right. Now, if you didn't want to see this, you could wrap it a different way, so hide that away. I really like it. I think it's really fun, adds dimension and texture. The brooch I'm going to be adding on this side. This serves 2 purposes. It's decorative, and it also helps to tie that or hold the scarf to your head. It keeps it in place. That's what I meant to say. It may take a second to get it on. Okay, because I want to try to grab more than just the top layer. Right, and there we have it. This is the bonus look, the artsy side swoop. All right, I'm going to show you the side. Now, if you wanted this a little tighter to your head, you could change the size or the length of this this tail by making the other tail a little bit longer. And then this side and back. Hopefully it looks really pretty back there. Never know, but yeah. All right, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of December, and I look forward to seeing you again in January. Bye. Hey everybody editing me. I thought I would come on and show you the variation I was talking about with the underside of the scarf showing, the one with the more metallic coloring. So this is what it looks like with that side showing. It did take me a few minutes to get it this way, so I'm glad I didn't tack on an additional 5 minutes to the video, but I wanted to show you the finished look. And I did move the brooch because when I did it this way, I thought that the brooch moved up here would definitely be better than where I had it placed before back here. This would just draw your face, draw your eyes up and just balance this wrap. But yeah. All right. I hope you have a wonderful month. And again, I will see you in January.